you walk away from me, you're going to jail.
Really?
Yes. Obstruction.
Evil and corrupt cops exist everywhere, but what happens when they finally get caught? Here are some shocking moments when dirty officers realized the game was over. On November 30th, Stoddard PD Sergeant Michael Williams was dispatched to perform a welfare check after a domestic dispute. The wife had called, worried her husband might be in trouble, but instead of ensuring his safety, the officers ended up violating his rights.
Hey, so your wife wanted us to check on you.
My wife?
Yeah. Are you going through something?
Yeah, but...
Can you put your hands out of your pocket for me? No, you're good.
Am I being detained?
No. Hey, I need you to come back over here and talk to me, though. That's a order. Hey. Sir?
Yes or no?
Sir? I'm just trying to... Listen, we're just doing a welfare check on you.
Yes. Am I being detained? Yes or no?
Not right now. I need to talk to you.
Gotta get back to work.
He don't want to talk.
After Officer Haley tries to talk to the husband but fails, Sergeant Michael steps in to take over. Watch how furious he looks, almost as if the man had broken some kind of law just by walking away from the other officer.
Well, if you're suicidal, that is a crime.
It's a crime to be suicidal. Well, I'm not.
Well, that's not what we got.
Well, that's
Do you
not
have your
my
ID
problem.
on you?
Nope.
You're going to go to jail. Walk away.
Been taking the check.
If you walk away from me, you're going to jail.
Really?
Yes.
What?
Obstruction.
For what?
So keep arguing.
I'm being detained for what?
We got a call. We're here to talk to you. I don't care if you want to talk to us or not. So what is going on?
I'm not talking to you without any further questions.
That's fine. Go ahead and turn around and change my back.
Oh, well, you can detain me without handcuffs. I think you're just intimidating me. Alright. In front of work.
Huh? Don't mind at this route. Okay.
Alright. Yeah.
Do you have anything that's going to poke, stick, and stab you?
Oh,
You don't know?
probably.
Okay. If anything does tell me, that's a charge.
Really?
Really?
You're on move, Cap. I told you something might be in there. And it might.
Sergeant Michael ended up arresting the man for absolutely nothing. It's truly astonishing how far these corrupt officers will go just to protect their fragile egos.
I'm sorry, why are you searching me?
Well,
Why are you... Because this is more than a Terry stop.
yes, it is.
Or I'm obviously not obstructing you.
You obviously were.
Okay.
Because when you walk away from us, when we're here legally, and you were detained, that is obstruction.
You walk away from you.
You were 100% walking away from us.
At first. That was before you told me I was detained. And it will show on your body cam. What? Yeah, you're just violating my right.
Well, there's no violation of rights when you're under arrest.
In response to the incident, 2 auditors visited the Arkansas Police Department to hold them accountable for what had happened. As expected, it turned out that not only Sergeant Michael, but the entire department was corrupted.
I wanted to make a FOIA request.
Okay.
Do you have...
We have to have paper documentation of that. And then once we get that request, we have to send it through our city attorney and make sure it's approved.
Okay. Can I get a piece of paper from you?
Make it 2.
Appreciate you.
Yes, sir. It's going to come out.
Oh, okay, cool. Are there any officers here that we could speak with?
I'm not sure, but I could check that out for you.
The highest that's here would be awesome.
Okay, yes, sir.
Thank you.
Sir, I have my sergeant coming up here to speak.
Cool, thank you.
What?
You a sergeant?
Yes, sir.
I think you were just coming to talk to us. I hope you weren't busy doing something different. I just had a couple questions.
Yes, sir.
So we were just making a FOIA. I'm Justin, by the way.
Nice to meet you, Sergeant Jackson.
We're here in reference. We're wondering about what happened with Sergeant Williams.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to talk about where he had arrested a man named Matt, I believe. Nate, sorry.
Nate Warren.
All the charges were dropped on him, but Sergeant Williams was out there making a call for service, and he didn't want to talk to him, and he ended up arresting him. You know, did he get retrained after that in any way?
That I'm not aware of. We work opposite shifts, so right now he's on nights and I'm on days. So the way they got it set up when we work our schedules is that we never interact with those.
Oh, right. Okay.
Because we work 4-1-4, but we actually work 4 to a shift. So whenever we come to work, we usually work. We have a 4 set on days and a 4 set that work nights. So when we're working, he's off.
Gotcha.
And when he's working, I'm off.
Would you have done it the same way? Do you believe that it's okay to arrest someone that refuses to talk to police?
That'll be a kind of a comment, but unlikely. They was here for a welfare call, so
well, this is something that the public wants to know. Is that just something that Sergeant Williams does, or is that Stuttgart Police in general?
No, that's not Stuttgart Police in general.
So you wouldn't arrest someone just because they don't want to speak with an officer?
Well, therefore, me not knowing the call that he was called on, but it was a welfare check from what I'm understanding.
Well, let's say that circumstance, would you have arrested him as well, like Sergeant Williams did?
You've seen the video, have you?
I have.
Have you?
Yes, sir, I have.
Okay.
Would you have arrested him, or what would you have done?
I mean, just me, my experience, you know, if I'm going there for a welfare check, as long as I see he's okay, that's my own thing. My main concern.
Right.
Notice how the sergeant hesitates to answer the questions. If he were truly sorry for what happened, his responses would have reflected that, but it's clear this was nothing more than an act to save face. When the auditors started asking him a few questions about the Constitution, his fake composure began to crumble.
What does the thin blue line flag mean to you?
To serve and protect my community.
Serve and protect your community?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
If I gave you an American flag, well, you're wearing an American flag.
Yes, sir. I'm upholding the Constitution. You know, I'm not violating anybody like that.
Love it. Love it. No pressure if you don't know it, but do you know the 5 key elements of the First Amendment? I'm only asking you because I think you know it. Most people can't just name off the top of their head on the spot, so.
You said uphold the Fifth Amendment?
The First Amendment.
First Amendment.
There's 5 elements. The acronym is RAPS, R-A-P-P-S. So religion, assembly, and then P-P-S.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know it, but off the top of my head, I've got a lot of things going on. But
no worries, man. I appreciate you being honest. Thank you, man.
Yes, sir, and you have a good day.
You too. I'm sorry. What was your first name?
Paige.
Paige. Thank you, Paige. I'm Justin. Have a good one.
All charges against the man were eventually dropped, but Sergeant Williams appeared to have received no retraining or disciplinary action, at least none the department was willing to disclose. Arresting an innocent man simply for not wanting to talk is absolutely ridiculous. This next cop crashed his car, and officers discovered a vodka bottle on the passenger seat. On November 16, 2022, IMD officers investigated a car crash in Ohio, only to find out that the driver involved was one of their own, Sergeant Peter Fay.
Yes. Until he pulls it out, it's rubber on rubber. Yeah, you can see it's bent in. Okay. And that. Can you give me a statement about it? Briefly, what happened though? What did you see?
So we're checking for spots over here, where you roll up on him and he has his car on. He slumped over. We knocked on the window and he just wasn't waking up.
Okay.
Refusing to get out of the car and all that. So, and then obviously smoking.
Did he make any statements to you, anything like that?
No, he couldn't talk. He was like just mumbling.
He's mumbled?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you get to see his eyes, anything like that?
No. I just smelled it.
Okay. Was there anything in the vehicle? Like, do you see like on the floorboard and the set cup holder?
He has that bottle of vodka in the vehicle that we observed.
Is it open?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or
I think
I
it
don't know
was.
how much
I just
is
saw
in
a
it.
bottle of vodka next to him.
He had a bottle of vodka next to him?
Yeah, it was it was right next to him. Yeah.
Okay, in the seat.
Kind of like it's big enough where it covered the seat and like floor.
I see what you're saying.
I saw cans, but I don't think that's alcohol. I think it's like energy drinks or whatnot.
Okay. I'll figure it out in a minute. He's in that vehicle?
Yeah. That's our guy on duty, like normal duty. Yeah. Because we're doing the event. Did you need OH3s from us? We're the ones that discovered it.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind, if you could write me out something on there and then contact information for you all and who you are so I can get in touch with you about it. All right.
Okay.
All right. Now be right back.
From what we can tell, the sergeant was in serious trouble. The State Highway Patrol found him in terrible condition, and to think you'd expect a cop to know better than to drink and drive. One of the officers then approached and spoke directly with Faye himself.
All right, man. I'm Trooper Garner. How's it going? All right, you're going to come out here with me. You're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I want to talk to you. What's going on tonight? Step out here with me. We're going to have a seat in my car, okay? I want to talk to you.
Hey, brother, talk to him so he can
come on, man.
Do as much as he can.
You have my phone.
Yeah, we got it. No, we're
Faye didn't even seem to understand where he was. His lack of response made the questioning officer increasingly frustrated. Eventually, the officers decided to conduct field sobriety tests.
Let him talk to you.
That's all we need.
No, I need you to step out.
Come on.
Come on.
No?
Yes.
Hey, bud.
Look.
We talked about this earlier.
I'm going to tell you.
When you got here, you were going to cooperate with him. I know you wasn't with me, but you're going to with him.
I don't want to take you to jail tonight, okay?
And we told you that.
But if you're going to push my buttons, we'll go straight to jail. I'm not kidding with you, okay? I understand what's going on. I can smell it come from your breath. I already know what's going on.
I'm not pushing buttons.
You're starting to push my buttons already. If you're going to be compliant, be compliant. If not, we can go to jail. And you can figure it out later, okay? I'm trying to be polite with you, but you're not wanting to look me in the eye. You're not even wanting to speak to me. Ask you your name, you just look down. Okay.
Peter Fegus.
Peter Fegus? Okay. Fegus.
Yep.
Okay, I'm Trooper Gardner.
Yes.
Okay. I'm Trooper Gardner. I'm gonna have you step out with me, or we're gonna go back to my patrol car, okay? So please step out. Because I can have them transport you to jail, and I can just meet you there. It doesn't matter to me, okay? So would you like to step out now? Come on, man.
Stick with him.
Just work
Stick
with
with
me.
him. Stick with him.
Just work with me, okay? All right, step out, man. All right, I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. Is that all right? Something we wanted to do? No?
I'm sorry?
I'm gonna take a look at your eyes. Is that okay? Is that something you're willing to do? Okay, well, I'm gonna put your feet together for me. All right. See the tip of my pen?
Okay,
Is it something you're willing to do? Hey, look. Predicated on whether or not you take any tests or anything is not how I determine.
Yeah, but these are SFSTs.
Correct.
Right.
I'm going to explain it to you real quick, though, okay? Whether or not you refuse it is not predicated on whether or not you go to jail. Your attitude determines that with me, okay? I'll be upfront with you. As long as you're polite and cooperative, I'll work with you to get you home, okay? But if you're going to be a pain to me,
I'm not being a pain.
Let me finish. If you're going to be a pain about stuff and not let me do my job, we'll just go to jail and I'll solve the problem for myself. That's how I do it, okay? So if you don't want to take this, you don't have to. You know that legally, as the rest of us do here. I have to offer it to you. I have to try to do what I can do, okay? I clearly see that you've been drinking. I can smell it on your breath.
Okay.
All right? I can see your red shot, bloodshot, and glassy eyes. If not, you're slumped over the wheel. I'm just trying to do my due diligence and check. You don't have to, but if you do, that's all I'm trying to do. So it's entirely up to you whether or not that's something you want to do, okay? It's entirely up to you. I'm asking. Is that something you want to do or no? No? Okay. So here's a, do you have problems with your shoulders or anything? No. You what? No. Okay. Because you're cuffed in the front. I know you're a bigger guy. Probably have a hard time trying to get behind your back. No. I'm going to have my cuffs on you instead. Hey, you got anything on you to prove it, poke me or cut me? All right, I'm telling you right now, you're under arrest for operating a vehicle impaired tonight, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can't be used against you in court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer before advice and before you ask any questions.
Faye was placed on administrative duty while the investigation was underway. He had joined the department back in February 2002, but now the veteran officer faces 3 misdemeanor charges. His certification is also at risk, yet, believe it or not, this drunk cop wasn't even the worst one. The next case involves an officer whose drinking habits tragically ended a life. On March 1st, 2025, the Richland Police Department responded to a traffic collision on Village Parkway in Washington. When the officers arrived, they were met with a horrifying scene. A motorcyclist had collided with an SUV.
I'm just getting here, so I know you already answered some questions from the other guys, but generally what happened?
So I went and picked up a Domino's pizza.
Okay.
I was turning left in here. I live right over there on Wild Canyon Way.
Okay.
I saw what I thought was a car with one headlight out.
Okay.
Right just past where the reflective sign is, that white one.
Okay, sure.
And so I was already slowing in the turn lane and saw him there, and I was like, oh, I got enough time.
Okay.
I turned, and as soon as I turned, just felt the boom.
Okay. So as you're turning, you thought he was further away.
No, he was definitely past that reflective sign when I saw him.
Okay.
And then I think I just, like I say, I thought it was a car with a headlight out. And didn't realize it was a motorcycle. And didn't realize the rate of speed they were going at.
So did you think he was going pretty quick?
Yes.
Okay.
Because from that reflective sign, it's kind of, I live here, so that's always my general rule. If they're past that sign, then you got plenty of time if you're already slowing to turn in.
Gotcha.
And
so you know, based on making this turn and numerous times, that you know how to judge that distance.
Yeah.
You're like, okay, good to go. Okay. All right. So you're probably aware we're just gonna run this like normal. So I'm just gonna run you through some voluntary field sobriety tests if you're willing to. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I want to do any.
Okay. All right. What about the PBT? You willing to do voluntary PBT?
I don't want to do any tests based on the.
Okay. This is Officer Sarah Klassen of the Washington State Police. After colliding head-on with a biker at full speed, she casually refused to take field sobriety tests. The officer questioning her immediately noticed the strong smell of alcohol. He then had Sarah write a statement.
I'll be honest with you, I would love to rule out impairment, but without the fields, it is hard to rule that out. Obviously, it's voluntary. I won't ask you again, but there may always be that question down the road.
I just rather not.
Okay.
Yeah. I understand, but I know how it goes too. So.
Yeah. What do you mean? You know how it goes?
Even if there's a little, if I had a glass of wine earlier or something like that, I just don't want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah. But no, I definitely don't feel impaired. I don't feel like there was impairment as an issue.
Did you have a glass of wine earlier?
Not gonna answer it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You just mentioned if.
Mm-hmm. If I would have, or had, but
No. I think she has something on board.
Do you really?
Yeah. Yeah. So
is there?
We have to.
Is there going to be enough to get a search warrant?
So yeah, I'll write it. I mean, unless you want.
What changed?
So I was just studying her. She got a couple misspelled words on here.
Okay.
She wrote sigh, and she said 100 feet. Sorry, I'm going a little fast. She estimated the distance between the guy on the motorcycle and her to be 100 feet, which that's way more than 100. That's 500 feet. She said she was almost through her turn when clearly she was at the very beginning of her turn. Her eyes are a little bit glassy, a little bit.
Those light speed?
But could be, but we got to err on the side of caution.
Okay.
I do not have a great sense of smell, but I think I smelled a little bit of odor of alcohol, enough for me to say. And then I told her, I'm like, hey, we just want to rule out impairment. And by you not doing it, I'm like, I'm not going to ask you again, but I'm like, we can't rule it out. And she's like, yeah, well, if I would have had a glass of wine earlier, I know how this goes. And I said, did you have a glass of wine earlier? And she said, I'm not going to answer that. So
okay.
I think with everything, we have to. I mean, I will write the search warrant. But yeah, I'm still recording.
So much,
I'm still recording. I would have loved to have ruled it out. All right. So, like I said, we were really trying to rule alcohol out. Mm-hmm. I'm not convinced that alcohol wasn't a factor. So right now you are under arrest. Okay.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and put your hand behind your back. So we will be doing a search warrant for blood. Okay. That way there will be no questions. What was that?
I was asking.
Oh. All right, we'll head back to my car over here. 1144 dispatch 1 custody.
Sarah clearly didn't grasp the severity of the situation, even laughing while the person she hit was receiving CPR. The responding officer noticed subtle signs of impairment and handled it professionally. No charges have been filed yet, as the prosecution waits for blood test results, which could take months. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe for more content like this.